शांश परात्माखिलानां पोष्टा विष्णुर्भाति दुग्धाभिशायी क्षौणिभर्ता यत्कलासोऽप्यनन्तस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये महाविष्णुर्जगत्कर्ता मायया यः सृजत्यदः तस्यावतार एवायम् अद्वैताचार्यमीश्वरः अद्वैतं हरिणाद्वैताद् आचार्यं भक्तिसंसनात् भक्तावतारमीशं तम् अद्वैताचार्यमाश्रये पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यां नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं जयतां सूरतोर्पङ्गोर् मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्भोजौ श्रीराधा मदनमोहनौ दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवौ प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशी वटतटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणुसुनेर्गोपी गोपीनाथाश्रिये सुनः जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्तवृंद। मंगलाचरण ऑफ चैतन्य भागवत की जय। आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ नमस्त्रिकालसत्याय जगन्नाथसुताय च सभृत्याय सपुत्राय सकलत्राय ते नमः। अवतीर्णौ सकारुण्यौ परिछिन्नौ सदीश्वरौ श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानन्दौ द्वौ भ्रातरौ भजे स जयति विशुद्ध विक्रमण कनकाभकमलायते क्षणः वरजानुविलम्बी षड्भुजो बहुधा भक्तिरसाभिनर्तकः जयति जयति देव कृष्ण चैतन्य चन्द्रो जयति जयति कीर्तिस् तस्य नित्यपवित्रा जयति जयति भृत्यस्तस्य विश्वेशमूर्तेर्जयति जयति नृत्यं तस्य सर्वप्रियाणाम्। इंपॉर्टेंट वर्सेस फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम श्री भागवतम की जय। न यद्वचश्चित्रपदं हरेर्यशो जगत्पवित्रं प्रगृणीत कर्हिचित् तद्वायसं तीर्थमुशन्ति मानसा न यत्र हंसा निरमन्त्युशिक्षयाः तद्वाग्विसर्गो जनतागविप्लवो यस्मिन् प्रतिश्लोकमबद्धवत्यपि नामान्यनन्तस्य यशोऽन्कितानि यत् शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति साधवः यस्यां वै श्रूयमाणायां कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पद्यते पुंसः शोकमोहभयापहा सूत उवाच आत्मा रामश्च मुनयो निर्ग्रन्था अप्यरुक्रमे कुर्वन्त्यहैतुकीं भक्तिम् इत्थं भूतो गुणो हरिः कृष्णवर्णं त्विषा कृष्णं साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपार्षदम् यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायैर्यजन्ति हि सुमेधसः ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नमभीष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिञ्चिनुतं शरण्यं भृत्यार्तिहं प्रणतपालभवाब्धिपोतं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दं त्यक्त्वा सुदुस्त्यज सुरेप्सितराज्यलक्ष्मीं धर्मिष्ठ आर्यवचसा यदगादरण्यं मायामृगं दयितै एप्सितल अन्वधावत् वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दम्। वर्स फ्रॉम श्री हरिभक्ति सुबोधया। अक्षणौ फलं त्वादृशदर्शनं हि तनोफलं त्वादृशगात्रसङ्गः जिह्वाफलं त्वादृशकीर्तनं हि सुदुर्लभा भागवता हि लोके हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नाम संकीर्तन। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरिधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भगवत गीता श्री रूप सनातन भक्त रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ एछाय गोसाई करी चरण वंदन जहाँ हईते विघ्न नाश अभीष्ट पुराण এছায় গোসাই যার মুই তার দাস তাস বার পদ রেণু মোর পঞ্চগ্রাস তাদের চরণ সেবি ভক্ত সনে বাস জনমে জনমে হই এই অভিলাষ এছায় গোসাই জবে ব্রজে কৈলাবাস রাধা কৃষ্ণ নিত্য লীলা করিলা প্রকাশ আনন্দে বলো হরি ভজ বৃন্দাবন श्री गुरु वैष्णव पदे मजाई अमन श्री गुरु वैष्णव पद पद्म कोरियाश नाम संकीर्तन कहे नरोत्तम दास जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय समस्त वैष्णव गुरुवर्ग की जय वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय
Yesterday one verse we had done.
Yes, Mataji. Sri Chaitanya Narayana Karuna Sagara Dukhi Tera Bandhu Prabhu More Daya Kara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is from Chaitanya Antya 9.168.
So now we are in 170.
73.
Yeah. Just give me 2 minutes. So 173, Antyakhand, chapter 9. Chaitanya Bhagavat. Pulake Charita Gaya Sukhe Gada Gadiyaya Dekhare Chaitanya Avatar Vaikunthanayak Hari Dvijarupe Avatari Sankirtane Karena Vihara. Just behold the incarnation of Lord Chaitanya, who sings his own glories, whose hairs stand on end, and who rolls on the ground in ecstasy. Lord Hari, the hero of Vaikuntha, has incarnated in the form of a Brahmana to enjoy pastimes of Sankirtan. Vaikuntha Nayak Hari, Dvijarupe Avatari, he has appeared as a Brahmana. When he appears in his original form, he has appeared in the family of Vaishyas, that is cowherd boys. Now here, same Lord, again, he appears in the Brahmana family. Kanakajiniya Kanti Shri Vigraha Shobhayati Ajanulambita Bhujasajere Nyasi Vararupadhara Apana Rase Bhivalaja Najani Ke Manasuke Nachere. His complexion is gold, is like gold. His hands Ajanulambita. For Prabhu Ram also it has been told. Now Prabhu Ram appeared in Kshatriya. You see, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. He has appeared in 3 varnas, but unaffected by the varnas. His hands extend to his knees, and his form is most attractive. He becomes overwhelmed in his own ecstatic mood. Apana rase vivala. Na jani ke mane sukhe nache re. I cannot describe how jubilantly he dances. So he's so beautiful, he's so wonderful. He has accepted the form of a sannyasi, and he is dancing in his own ecstatic mood. Now this song was composed by Advaita. What is that song? Jai Shri Gaura Sundara Karuna Sindhu Jaya Jaya Vrindavanaraya Jaya Jaya Samprati Jaya Navadeepa Purandara Charana Kamala Deha Chaya. All glories to Sri Gaur Sundar, the ocean of mercy. All glories to the Lord of Vrindavan. All glories to the recently advented Lord of Navadvipa Purandara. Let me take, please give me shelter at your lotus feet. Charana Kamala Deh Chaya. Yehi Saba Kirtana Karena Bhaktagana Nachena Dvita Bhavi Shri Gaura Charana. As all the devotees chanted, Advaita Prabhu danced and meditated on the lotus feet of Gauranga. Navavatare Nutana Padashuni Ullase Vaishnava Sabha Kare Haridhvani. So hearing the new verses, glorifying the most recent incarnation, all the Vaishnavas chanted the name of Hari in joy. So first what he chanted, Sri Chaitanya Narayana Karuna Sagara Dukhi Tera Bandhu Prabhu Mora Dayakara. Now he chanted this verse, this song. So again, when they heard the new verses, they were very happy. Ki Adbhuta Nava Avatarera Nutana Padashuni Ullasa Vaishna Savakari Haridvani. So they were all very happy. Ki Adbhuta Haila se Kirtana Ananda Sabe Taha Varnite Parena Nityananda. The bliss of that Kirtan was so wonderful. Indeed, only Nityananda can describe it. Parama Uddama Shuni Kirtanera Dhvani Sri Vijaya Asya Haila Nyasi Mani. So hearing this wonderful sound of Kirtan, the best of the sannyasis came to that place. Prabhu dekhi bhakta sab adhika harishe na hum. The devotees saw the Lord. Prabhu dekhi bhakta sab adhike harishe. They sang with greater enthusiasm and Advaita danced more jubilantly. Gayana Advaita nritya karena ullasa. So when such kirtan was happening, Lord came there. When they saw the Lord, they sang more enthusiastically. Anande Prabhu ke nahi kare bhaya. Now they were so much in ecstasy, they were not afraid of Lord because they had first the fear. Because Lord does not want his glorification to happen. And why? Because this is the Channa Avatara, covered incarnation. Sakshate Gayena Sabe Chaitanya Vijaya. So in that ecstasy, they forgot that we are actually glorifying Chaitanya. And Chaitanya doesn't want him to be glorified as Narayana. He doesn't want that people should know that Lord himself has come. He has appeared in the Bhakta form. But now here the devotees, they continued chanting the Lord's glories in his presence. Nirvadidasya bhave prabhura vihara muni krishna dasa bai na balayara. The Lord is also enjoying. Yet the Lord always enjoyed the mood of a servant and would say, I am Krishna's servant. He did not claim anything other than this. He did not say, I am God. Intentionally, Lord does not want to be called himself as God because then the purpose of that incarnation will be a failure. What is the purpose of the incarnation? He wants to propagate pure devotional service. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Pashanam Yatkyaha Sankirtana Praya Yajanti Sumedasa. He wants to propagate Harinam Sankirtan. And Varnam, he is glorifying his own name. So that is what the devotees are expected to do. They have to chant the holy name. That is the purpose of his incarnation. Henakaro Shakti Nahi Sammukhe Tahane Ishwara Kariya Bali Beka Dasa Vine. No one had the power to stand before the Lord and address him as Ishwar rather than Das. Tathapi Hasabe Advaitera Bala Dhari Gayana Nirbhaya Haya Chaitanya Sri Hari. Still, they took the strength of Advaita. By the strength of Advaita, they took Advaita by their side. So, by the strength of Advaita, the devotees fearlessly glorified Lord Chaitanya. Shane Kathakiya Prabhu Atmasuti Shuni. Lord stood there for a moment. But what happened? He is hearing his own glories. Lajjayena Paite Lagila Nyasimani. He became somewhat embarrassed. That's what Lord teaches. As a devotee, one should not hear his own glorification. The moment he hears his own glorification, he should feel ashamed or run away from that place. Saba Sakshaite, Saba Shikshaite, Shiksha Guru Bhagavan. The Lord has appeared as Shiksha Guru to teach everyone. He is instructing spiritual master. Vasaya Chalila Shuni Yapana Kirtana. He then left for his own abode. Then also devotees were not afraid. Just see. Tathapi Kaharo Chittana Janmila Bhaya. The devotees did not become afraid. Rather, they chanted with greater enthusiasm. Vishesha Gayana Aro Chaitanya Vijaya. Anande Kaharo Bhaya Nahika Sharire. They were so absorbed in ecstasy that they lost external consciousness. Sabe dekhe Prabhu ache kirtana bhitare. And they saw the Lord dancing in the kirtan. Matta praya sabai Chaitanya Yashagaya. They all chanted the glories of Chaitanya like madmen. Matta praya means like a mad person. They were chanting the glories of Chaitanya. Sukhe shune sukruti dushkruti dukkhabaya. The pious onlookers, they were very happy. In fact, impious onlookers, they were very distressed. Sri Chaitanya Yashe Pritana Haya Yahara Brahmacharya Sannyase Vaki Karya Tahara. What is the use of being a sannyasi or a brahmachari if one is not attracted to the glories of glorification of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So what is the purpose of brahmacharya ashram and sannyasa ashram, which is superior to grahastha and vanaprastha ashram? The purpose is to glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If he is not doing that, then cultivation of ashrama dharma is just useless. If they don't have love for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Yuga Avatar. In this Yuga, he has appeared to give the holy name to everyone. That is why one should love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yehi mata parananda sukhe bhaktagana sarva kala karena hari Shri Hari Sankirtana. In this way, the devotee is always engaged in congregationally chanting the name of Hari in transcendental ecstasy. In this way, the devotees fearlessly chanted the name of Hari. At the same time, they were glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ye sava ananda krida padila shunile. Ye sava goshti te asiyo seha mile. So whoever reads or hears about these blissful pastimes certainly attains the association of such devotees. Nitya Gita Kari Sabe Mahabhaktagana. In this way, Nitya means every time. Nritya Gita Kari. They were dancing in ecstasy, they were chanting in ecstasy, and they all went to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ailena Prabhu Karita Darshanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left them and went because he could not hear his own glories. Then they went. After some time, they went. Just see, they were dancing fearlessly. But after hearing the devotees chant his glories, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu laid down to induce fear in them. Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Nija Kirtana Shuniya, Savar Dekhiya Bhaya Achenak Suya. He saw when he left also, still they are fearlessly dancing. Now he thought, let me lie down. Let me lie down. I don't want to see them. Now, his personal assistant Govinda, Sukruti Govinda Janaila Prabhura, Vaishnav Sakla Aichena Tuara. So now Govinda said, see, all the Vaishnavas have come to meet you. Govindera Agya Haila Sabare Anite. Shayana Achena Na Chahena Karu Bhite. On receiving permission, Govinda brought the devotees in, but the Lord remained lying down, ignoring them. Because Lord wanted to instill fear in them. The next time they will not glorify him, because then the purpose of his incarnation will be failed. Bhaya yukta haya sakala bhaktagana. Chintite lagila gaura sundara charana. Then all the devotees became fearful and they began to meditate on Gaur Sundar's lotus feet. Shane ke uthila Prabhu. So after a moment, Lord woke up. Then Sri Bhaktavatsala, Utila, he just woke up. Bolite lagila, aye Vaishnava Sakala. Oh, Vaishnavas, he loves Vaishnavas. He doesn't want to give more fear to them. Ahe ahe Srinivasa, Pandita Udara, Aji tumi sava ki karila avatara. So, oh Srivas Pandit, magnanimous Srivas Pandit, what were all of you doing today? छाड़िया कृष्णेर नाम कृष्णेर कीर्तन की गायला हमारा ता भुजा एकन. Instead of glorifying Krishna and his name, who did you glorify? Please tell me. महाभक्ता श्रीनिवास बोले ना, घोषानी जीवेर स्वतंत्र शक्ति मूले किछु नाई. The eloquent Srivas Pandit, said, "Oh Goshani, there is no independence at all for the living entity." He is also asking, "Yena karayana, yena balayana Ishware, say aji balilana kahila tumara." I can clearly tell you that today we acted and spoke in whatever way the Lord inspired us. Even we have some independence. No? So, let's see what back answer Shiva's Pandit gave. Is there no independence at all for us? Today, what? Anyhow, we have no independence. There's two ways of understanding. Is there no independence? Or, anyhow, we don't have any independence. We do whatever Lord inspires us to do. This is one way. Prabhu bole, tumi saba haya pandita. Oh, you're all great learned scholars now. Lukaiye kene tare karaha vidita. Who would you expose someone who wants to remain hidden? Why would you expose someone who wants to remain hidden? So I want to remain hidden. Why are you exposing me? Sri Gaur Sundar said to Srivas, another devoted Shri. You are all learned. So why did you begin glorifying Gaura instead of glorifying the names of Krishna? When Lord Krishna desires to conceal his own identity, what will you gain by disclosing those topics? Shuniya Prabhura Vakya Pandita Srivasa. Haste Surya Achadya Mane Mane Haste. Now, after hearing Lord's words, Srivas Pandit chuckled to himself as he tried to cover the sun with his two hands. Like, though Lord may try to cover himself, it is like covering the sun with two hands. That is why he was laughing with himself. He was laughing to himself. How can a sun remain covered? In the same way, though Lord wants to hide himself, come in the Channa incarnation, which even Prahlad Maharaj has told in Satyuga itself, you are going to appear in your covered incarnation. But still, can a sun be covered? Can Lord be covered? Prabhu bole ki sanketa kaila hastadiya. Tumara sanketa tumi kahat bhangiya. The Lord, they asked him, what is the meaning of this gesture you are making with your hands? Please explain. Intentionally, Chaitanya Srivas Pandit kept his two hands without saying anything, just laughing to himself. He tried to cover the sun with his two hands. The Lord said, hey, what are you doing? Tell me, what is this posture? What is this gesture? Srivas bole na. Haste Surya dhakilana. Tumara vidita kari yehi kahilana. Srivas Pandit said, to tell you the truth, I was covering the sun with my hands. Haste ki kukhana pari surya achadite. How is it possible to cover the sun with one's hands? Sei mata asambhava toma lukaite. Similarly, it is impossible to hide you. Surya yadi haste va hayena achadita tabu tumi lukaite nara kadachita. Even if the sun can somehow or other be covered by one's hand, you will never be able to hide yourself. Even if somebody can cover sun with his two hands, but you cannot be hidden. Ye narila lukaite क्षीरोध सागरे लोकालये आच्छादन किसे करे इसे करी तांद्रे. How could one in this world, when he could not hide in the, how could one hide in this world when he could not hide in the ocean of milk? Could you hide in the ocean of milk? So in this way, Shiva's Pandit is giving beautiful explanations. That will do tomorrow. Now coming to Sutra Ratna by Shripad Yamunacharya. Today we are in the 19th verse. Slowly we are moving ahead. 65 verses are there. Let us take it every day. It's so nice, so wonderful. अस्मद्गुरो रामायस्य चरणं शरणं लक्ष्मीनाथसमारम्भाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. श्रीमान वेंकटनाथाय कवितार्किककेसरी नाथाचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तं सदा हृदि. So 19th verse. Yesterday we saw how Krishna's wonderful qualities are described. Now let us see this verse. Uparyupa yabja vopi purushan prakalpya ye te ye shatamityanukramat गिरस्त्वदेकैक गुणव दीप्स्यया सदा स्थिता नोद्यमतोतिशेरते उपरि उपरि. Just let me write a message to Prahat Bhagavat Maharaj, who is calling me. I'm in class. We'll call you back. Second. Okay. Upari, upari, upar, upar. Upari, upari means up. Upar, upar. Then Abja Bhuva. Abja Bhuva. So born as a Brahma. Then Purushan. So in this way, Prakalpya, that means imaginary. Teye. Teye means that Shatam, 100. Anukramase, in a chronological order. And Giraha means the words of the Vedas. Swat, yours, Ekeka, step by step. Avadhi, that is the boundary. Ipsaya. Ipsaya means trying to measure the desires. Sadastitaha, always trying to endeavor. Udyamataha, in this way there is effort put. Na atisherate, so in this way not taking the rest. So how are the human? That is the talk going on in this verse. They try to glorify Brahma. And then they are trying to take Ananda in this. This is only an imaginary happiness. So they try to chant the verses from Vedas. And in this way, they are not tired also doing that. Still, even if they try to glorify Brahma, who is born from the lotus, coming from the navel of Lord, they cannot cross these three gunas. It is very difficult to cross the three gunas, even though one is glorifying Brahmaji Brahmaji is Guna Avatara of Krishna. But still, Brahma and Shiva, though they are Guna Avatara, they cannot be equaled with Vishnu. Vishnu is also Guna Avatara. But Vishnu is Narayana himself. Your glorification, your gunas have no boundaries. Your gunas have no boundaries. And in this way, it is said here, even though a person may try to glorify Brahma, he cannot cross these three gunas. So, though there is a limitation in the experience of Ananda, but your gunas are apara asima. Apara asima means limitless. So, the duty of a person, savai guna, savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje. Adhokshaje here refers to one who is beyond this akshaja. Akshaja means beyond our perception. One who is transcendental to the three gunas. So he is limitless. On the contrary, this 14 planetary system, which has Brahmaloka on the top, even if a person tries to reach up to there is a boundary. On the contrary, Savai Pumsam Parodharmo Yatho Bhaktir Adhokshaje, who is beyond these three gunas, a person has to glorify him. That is his dharma. Dharma Swanishtita Pumsam Vishwakshena Tathasuya. Hear his glories, speak his glories. That is the only purpose of this having a human life. The purpose of having human life is to glorify Krishna. If we are not able to glorify Krishna, then our purpose is baffled. What is the purpose of having this human body? That is why it is said, his gunas are so wonderful, even Gandharvas want to sing them. Every loka, they are just singing the glories of Krishna. So it's the work of the human. Even Brahmaji is singing his glories. Brahma Samhita is what? Singing his glories. At that time, Brahma says his position also. I am a diamond, he says. One can say, oh, he's comparing himself to diamond. Yes, I am a diamond. My light is dependent on Krishna's rays. See how wonderfully it has been said. I am a diamond, but my diamond cannot shine alone. Diamond is just a stone. It has no shine or effulgence. Even a diamond has to depend on the sun. So, oh Lord, you are actually the sun. Without you, I have no shine. Without you, nobody is going to ask me. Even this, for the creation also, Brahmaji, if you see in the third canto, Brahmaji prays to Lord, I on my own have no strength. It is you who is giving me this energy. I seek your mercy, I seek your lotus feet. Even in Chaitanya Bhagavat also we see, Brahmaji says, let one day happen that at least I should be called as a devotee, whether as Brahma or maybe in any other species I take birth, let me be called as your devotee. That means even Brahmaji is praying to Krishna. So the gunas of Krishna, which was earlier spoken, they are limitless. We may try to glorify demigods headed by Brahma, Shiva, but still their glories have limits. Just now we saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is glorified, though he is limitless, he is closing his ears. Yesterday I told, there is always a similarity between Chaitanya Bhagavat and Stotra Ratna, that is Ratna Rashmi. Now, glories of Krishna are limitless. That is why, even if you try to cover the glories of Lord, you cannot cover. That is what Srivas Pandit also says. Though I may try to cover sun with my two hands, I cannot, even if I am succeeding in that, your glories cannot be hidden. So Krishna's glories are apara asima. Apara means unlimited. Asima means there is no limit for it. So in this way, even the ananda which is experienced, that is also apar. The moment you are with Krishna, that means with Krishna means glorifying Krishna. There is a fearlessness which is experienced. Just now we saw even the devotees were experiencing fearlessness. The anxiety which is experienced in this material life is just because of the forgetfulness of Krishna. If a person is completely surrendered to Krishna, always serving Krishna, Krishna keeps him free from anxiety. So here we'll stop. Tomorrow 20th we'll see. So Narayana, you should remind me to take Stotra Ratna book to Nagpur. Narayana is there on here. Or at least Balkrishna should keep this book in my bag.
Yes, Mataji.
From Monday onwards, class will be from Nagpur. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya